Hi everybody, it's the Retro Yuki once again giving you guys an update video to the game I am currently developing, which is now titled Kindness War the Beginning. Now, if you've been following the game development from the beginning, no pun intended, you may have noticed the title has changed from Project Innocence to Kindness War the Beginning. The reason for this is because Project Innocence was just technically a code name for a game name, like a working title. The second reason why I had to change it was actually because of copyright and government reasons. As you know, Project Innocence is the reverse of Innocence Project. And you know, Innocence Project is actually a government-owned name. For those of you who do not know what that is that's an organization who helps out in falsely arrested people who need help and clearing their name. That's what they do. So we're going to be doing the update video today. First, we're going to go over the visual field changes in terms of what you can see in the field and the HUD screen and stuff. Then we're going to go over the field services, where we're going to go over the prayer hall, dungeon shop, saving crystals, and fast travel, which I will talk about. Battling changes, we're going to be talking about the battle system, how I decided to go back to a turn-based battle system, skill levels, enemy levels, skill rewards, skill points, and we'll be talking about the build release date and why I chose that date, and possibly the live stream date of this game, sometime in late June. I'll explain that later on in this update. We'll also be going over the website that I'm working on for you guys. I know it's been a while, so let's go for it. It's been 8 months since I last said anything about the game, so let's go for it. And you might have notice that this is a cleaner update, because I'm actually using OBS Studio to do this today. So let's go over it. Let's go for it. So right away, when we start a brand new game, now of course this is not how you start a new game. I'm gonna actually have a cutscene playing for you guys. But for this mechanic build, you're going to have a you're gonna be in your home base. I'm gonna call this your home base for now. All right. Now you might have noticed the HUD screen right away. The HUD screen used to be on this side of the screen here, and there was no background. Now I decided to shift it to the right, to the top right of your screen here, and there is a bit of some new stuff that I want to go over. First, in terms of the HUD screen, the angel tokens and the score has stayed there, and it's still staying there. You can already see there's a background for that as well. The face of the actor in the leading position is still there, and the name and the HP of the actor is also here. I might put the number of HP here as well. That is going to be determined before I release the build. The new stuff includes the following though. Below the HP bar and the name of the character, we have 2 icons and 2 numbers. What do these say? The first number is for the bullets you have. That's right, we are having new weapons and armor. We also have the arrows for bow and arrows. So your favorite weapon, like rifle, machine gun, whatever, bullets is how many you have here. For your bow and arrow, you have here, to make it more fun. This is going to be important because you're going to have to manage your resources. I'll explain that in just a moment. You also see a purple crystal here. This is for fast travel. We'll go over that later. Now we want to get started with the actual field stuff that I want to showcase. I'm gonna get angel tokens because I need to. We are for sure going to battle something. And I still have the grab bags for you guys to find. And I showed you one right there. So right now, all the items in terms of the weapons and armor are 200 angel tokens each. I'm going to remove the gold because you are not receiving gold in this game. It just happens I forgot to remove it during the update process. But bullets and arrows are in play for you, and they are at 200 angel tokens each. Each one is 200. All the weapons you see here are also 200 angel tokens if you'd like to buy one. So we're gonna do that. We're always gonna buy some bullets and arrows. Alright, now let's actually equip them to our characters today. I'm gonna have Tanya do the pistol. By the way, they are both rangers. That's why I decided to have them both rangers, because they can shoot long range weapons. Alright, now they have one of each. One has a bow and arrow. The other one has a long range weapon like a pistol or something like that. They're both long range in my eyes. We're also going to buy some regular items. You may have noticed the magic potion. This used to be useless in recent update videos. Now they have actually a use now. Originally, I was supposed to use my own skill currency called the magic stones. I decided to go against that idea for a few reasons. One, it's another currency to track. Two, one of the mechanics I'm going to explain later in the battle situation actually does not work with my created system. Therefore, I decided not to go with it. So magic potions are for MP, and you're going to need a lot of MP later on. So we're going to do that. So now that I've gone over the visual stuff, the visual changes on the field, let's go over the mechanics on the field itself. What can you expect in terms of the mechanics on the field? So let's go ahead and go north here, and that is called the prayer hall. The prayer hall allows us to, well, it's a prayer hall, so that's what it is. But technically, what you can do here is you can restore HP and save your game for the moment. There's another option I'm going to include later that I might do in a future update video. But for now, this one I'm going to remove because it happens to be the fact that this restores everything, so ignore this one for the moment. But restore HP and save game are your two options here. This one is exactly this one. That's why I'm ignoring it. So save your game or restore your HP for free for the moment. I might have something planned for that later, like a contribution to the church. Church of Kindness Village, if you will. So that is for the prayer hall. Now, save crystals. I'm gonna show you one in just a moment. So let's head over to Kindness Cave here. Gonna see if we can avoid an encounter. Yeah, because I'm the developer, I get to do that. I get to do that stuff. So where is the first save crystal? The save crystal is right here. This is the first one. Now what can you do? You can save your game, and some crystals will allow you to do a full heal when you save your game. So in this case, let's take a look at this. So when you save your game, you're gonna save it normally. Then if you see like a glowing light on your character, you get the full heal. In this case, you did not get the full heal. Alright, but that's okay. The next one I want to go over is the fast travel system. Alright, so this one, this purple crystal you see here is a fast travel crystal. Now, you might be wondering, why is this useful? This is useful because you need to fast travel from place to place. Because eventually some quest, which we will go over in just a moment, will have you traveling from place to place, and you have to activate these crystals. This mechanic was actually influenced by Final Fantasy XIV with their fast travel system. So I have something very similar. So when you activate the crystal, it's open. To fast travel, there are a few ways you can fast travel. You can open the menu and go to services, and there's a fast travel option. You can press X here or your confirm button. I'm actually using my PS3 controller. And you're going to open this menu. Now, it looks bare for the moment because I haven't put anything really yet. I'm just showcasing what it does. But I will have like a picture and like information about the location on the right side of your screen later on. But you notice that Kindness Cave is open. That's because we activated the crystal. Kindness Village is not open in terms of the fast travel because we did not activate the crystal yet. Alright? So we're going to activate the fast travel, although we're not moving anywhere. We're just staying there. The final field operation we have for you is the dungeon shop. Now, what is this exactly? This is a dungeon shop. It's straightforward. It's dungeon shop. But where did this mechanic inspire from? If you played Resident Evil 4, there's a merchant that allows you to purchase some weapons and armor, first aid sprays, and all that good stuff. Resident Evil 4 also included the blue flame, where if you see a blue flame, a merchant is nearby or a save typewriter. Same thing here, except that we don't have the save system included with the merchant shop. So here in the dungeon shop, you can see that you can shop for items or a full heal. But this full heal will cost you 500 tokens. So keep that in mind. Now, does a full heal happen at every dungeon shop? No. The answer is no because of the save crystal idea. So for this mechanic build, I am still on the fence on having a full heal for this dungeon shop because of the save crystal, or keeping it for the moment just to show you some options, some ideas I have in mind. So you shop for items. You can basically buy everything that you saw in Kindness Village. Almost everything except for upgrades. Alright? Bullet, arrows, and all this good stuff is still in play for you. Alright? You can also equip your stuff here if you like, or sell your stuff here if you like. For the moment, there is no selling yet because I haven't put it in play. But when I put it in play, I'm going to explain my prices and why I said so. So that's the field area. Now let's get into battle here. Now before we do battle, let's actually return to Kindness Village to prepare properly. I'll explain why in just a moment, but first, these little stars, these crystal star things, these are hidden items in a way. If you find these, you can press your confirm button to pick it up. Now, you might be wondering, why am I including these? Well, first of all, to explore, I have some ideas. if you can find a place, there's gonna be some secret areas, okay? And I'm gonna put hidden items in some of them. But they also count towards something in terms of the game. You will be receiving points, and to top that off, you could be also getting an achievement. But achievements will not be happening until later. Okay, so don't worry about achievements just yet, but there will be achievements to accomplish, and hidden items is one of them. So for this one, we have a ammo box. What is that, you ask? This ammo box allows you to get 5 arrows and 5 bullets from the box when we open it correctly. And now we have 10 of each. Pretty cool, huh? You might also get other items like angel tokens, potions, or grab bags. So that will be fun to explore. Now let's head back to the village to prepare for battles. So normally you're not going to get unlimited tokens. Normally. But for this mechanic build, I am giving this mechanic build an exception. Talking to the mayor will allow you to grab angel tokens, 5,000 of them at a time. Now 5,000 is the max for this build, but feel free to talk to the mayor as many times as you want to get more. There will be no mayor giving you guys tokens in an actual game build. There will be a mayor, but he's just going to be a mayor. That's how he is. So we're going to buy some more items here to prepare. Let's get some ammo here. And then we're going to grab some more items like a revival potion. And we're going to grab a cooldown potion, magic potions, and more. We have the bank still in play. We have the weapon upgrade area in play. And we have the synthesis area in play as well. So now let's head to battle. Or should we? That's actually because of one other thing I forgot to explain. The skill system is a little bit different now. As you can see, Tanya and Tony do not have skills yet. Or they do, but as you can see, it's empty. That's actually because now you get to equip your skills. And we're going to equip a few of these skills right now. Please be careful. You have to equip your skills before the battle, not during the battle. If you do not equip your skills before the battle, you do not bring skills to the battle. That's just how it is. For Tanya, let's just make sure we remind ourselves what they have in terms of equipment. So Tanya has that, and Tony has the arrows. So let's have Tanya equip a few of these: triple shot, critical shot, and one of these two. I'm going to equip double play. So as you can see here, these 3 skills can be brought into battle. This one will remain empty until I decide to equip one if I want to. Let's talk about what we have here though. In terms of the skills, you might have seen a bar. These is called skill levels. And we're going to explore these in just a moment as well. But we have triple shot, which 3 bullets are fired at random enemies, and there's a 15% chance to blind them. Critical shot raises the party's critical rate by a few percentage points for 4 turns. And double play is the first one with TP. That's correct, TP, technical points. Use your normal attack twice in a turn for 3 turns. That means your regular attack, there's a chance that you're going to have a regular attack only for 3 turns for double shot. Okay? So we're gonna explore that. For Tony, we're gonna have the exact same skills except triple arrow instead of triple shot. I'll explain why in just a moment. And I'm gonna have him do double up. Unlike double play, where it's regular attack automatically twice, double up is a shot to is you have a chance to act twice. So let's say you use double up for 3 turns, you have a chance to score 2 triple arrows in 1 turn, in 1 shot. So you technically take 2 turns in one rotation. Alright? But that requires TP, not MP, and not magic tokens. You might have noticed that I'm not talking about skill points yet. We'll go over that later on. Alright, now let's get into battle. So actually get into battle here. Hopefully we are all ready for it. I'm going to show you some other things that you might want to pay attention to. So in battle, the HUD screen for battle is here. You have 15 bullets and 15 arrows. Now I might change the design of this HUD screen, but for the moment I'm going to keep it as is. Alright? Now, first, let's talk about something that I haven't touched on yet. The enemy levels. To keep it fair and to keep it interesting, I decided to include Yanfly's enemy level system. What is this, you ask? Basically, for every RPG game that I've seen, the levels almost stay the same. It's too easy or too hard. I have decided to use Yanfly's level system for enemies to give you a chance, to give both parties a chance to attack each other in a way that is more enjoyable. You don't want the game too easy and you want the game too hard. Therefore, what I did is have it where the enemies and the party are like averaged out in terms of level. So 1-1, 1-2. When they go to level 2, there is a chance that it's a level 3 a slime and all that good stuff. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna have Tanya use triple shot here, and I'm gonna have Tony use critical shot to raise our critical rate by a few percentage points. Unfortunately, they're going to use toxic gas, and good thing nobody's poisoned. So triple shot, 3 random enemies. It just happens to be that Tanya likes that slime. Now, critical shot does raise our critical rate by a few percent, meaning we have a chance to hit a critical hit. A little bit more of a chance. Now, what else do you need to know? Triple shot now has a experience points bar, as you can see here. Alright, that's because now you have skill levels. I'm gonna have Tony use it again. Tony cannot use critical shot, however, because it's on cooldown, and 2 cooldown turns you need to wait before you can play again with the skill. That is going to be important because you need to wait for 2 turns. Also, another thing, every time you level up a skill, different things will happen. And we're gonna explore one of those things in just a moment. So triple shot Tanya, and then triple arrow Tony here. So both Tony and Tanya gain a level. And we got some items, bullets and arrows for you guys to play with. Sorry about going too fast on that. Now, let's go over to the skill area for just a moment. I want to explain one thing here. So triple arrow is at level 0. When it gets to level 1, I have decided that when it gets to level 1, I have decided that you get a 10 damage up. You increase your damage by 10 each time the skill gets a level. So right now it's at 0, so it's a base stat. For a move like critical shot though, what I decided is if you go to level 1, I should say, instead of increasing damage, I decided to go with decreasing cost. So decreasing cost meaning instead of 10 NP, I might put it at 8 MP. But here's the catch. You have to wait for 3 turns, so I'm going to increase the cooldown by 1, just because to compensate for that cost being lowered by 2. Alright? Some moves I might even be a little bit more strict with it in terms of like what can you do with it. Alright, so right now we only have 4 turns left of critical shot in play. Now, that's for the skill levels and the enemy levels as well. What about skill points? Good thing we leveled up because we actually got 5 skill points to play with. All you have to do, let's see here. To use your skill points, I'm gonna see what we got here. Hold on one moment. Alright, sorry about that little cut there. So skill points. What can you do with them? So as you can see here, after leveling up, you get 5 skill points each time, but each level you get, it will be determining by what level you are minus 1. Alright, so let's take a look at the skill points and what you can do with them. What you can do with them is increase your stats. Stat increase. Alright, stat increases. Oops. Let's go back there. You can increase of the following: max HP, MP, attack defense, magic attack, agility, luck, and item effect. So let's talk about what each one can increase. Alright. So we have 5 to play with. Item effect is, let's say you have a potion. Each time you use a potion, it's 100% of the effect. So 100 HP means 100 HP healed. If we go with item effect, you add 5% each time. So as you can see here, 5% each time, meaning 105 HP will be healed instead of 100. And so on and so forth. And the other stats are your regular stats that you can play with. Okay, this one might be useful as well. MP, HP, all that good stuff. Alright, and you can change the way you build your characters. But let's say you do not like your upgrade so far. You can revert your changes as well. So you go back to regular normal level 2. And you can redistribute your skill points at any time. Alright. So let's say you want to increase agility instead, you can. Or let's say you want attack instead. there you can do that as well. Now that I explained skill points, so what about the skill rewards? Certain skills, unfortunately, I do not have the character that can do it here in this update video. But I will tell you that certain skills in this game will include a reward if you defeat the enemy with that particular skill. For example, fire. The skill of fire actually increases your HP by 70. If you defeat the enemy with fire, you gain 70 HP right away. You don't need to use an item, it's automatic. It's your reward for defeating the enemy with the skill of fire. Other skills may have a rebound, may have a refund, like for example, if it uses an item, could be a refund. You could get your items back if you miss a skill. If you miss, you get that item back. Those kind of things. Alright? So, let's go over one other aspect of this update here. So I've shown you a lot of the things that have changed over the things. Now, why did I go back to a turn-based system rather than ATV? Because of the fact that a lot of games does use the turn-based system. And I think it's fair in this case for some mechanics I have. If we go by timing though, I have to try to correlate time and turn order, turn number. 40 seconds sounds like 5 turns or so, but sounds like is not a good term. So that's why I decided to change it back to turn-based. You might have noticed though that a lot of items that I've talked about so far have been used in update number 5. So what else can you expect? What else can you expect in terms of the game here? Now, I haven't touched on services yet, other than what I said about it in the beginning. Now I'm going to touch on it. Services allows you to do shop on the go, kindness bank, fast travel, and game hints. Now, shop on the go is basically shop on the go. If you forgot to buy an item, you can use this to buy an item. Kindness bank, same thing. Instead of items though, you get to bank. Fast travel, if you are not near a crystal, but you want to go back toward Kindness Village, you can do that as well with fast travel. Game hint, I'm going to provide a menu of questions in terms of the game, what you need to know about, and no services needed. Why am I putting this in play in terms of gameplay? You may have noticed that I have not touched on the mobile crowd. What am I talking about, you ask? In RPG Maker MV, you can make games for Android and iPhone devices. Unfortunately, iPhone, when you try it, there is no way to do the keyboard as of right now. I decided that on the keyboard, if you play with keyboard, the one key is your services button. No, I do not want to use a potion. I'm going to actually remove that. So when you press 1, you also we get back the kindness services menu. Bank, shop on the go, fast travel, and return to home base. That is similar to the one in the menu. If you are playing on mobile, you just go to the main menu, and you're going to get the services option. Just like that. Alright? so that it's easier to use. If you are using a game controller, you can also press the correct button. In my documentation, I actually have some of the buttons mapped already. I'm not going to show you the documentation today though. That's for another time. I will, however, show you another thing that I want to show you. Basically, that's the update in terms of the game development process. Now I want to show you something that you look forward to, okay? So we're going to close out of the game now. And we're going to go over to the browser. Alright, I'm going to remove all these stuff here. And we're going to head to the browser now. Alright. Just make sure that everything is working correctly. So let's head to the browser and let's go to my website for game development. Not that one. This one. So, I am working on this site for a while now. But there's nothing really to showcase just yet because I'm still working on the layout. But under my games, you're going to see two things. Demo wheel and a game name that we're working on. I'm going to change this later. Here is where you're going to be able to check out all the good stuff for the game, videos, all that good stuff. For the game development update videos, they will be in a blog style thing. Now, I might be asking you to vote on a poll for that though, because I'm still thinking of some layout options. For those of you who follow my game development channel on YouTube, the video series tab is for you. I'm working on the Yanfly tutorials as well here. So all of that is here as well if you guys want to take a look at this. Alright, so make sure you guys take a look at this because I'm going to be back to updating the site again. Alright. So basically that's it for today's update video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. In terms of the... Now I want to go over the dates type post here. So right now, in terms of the release date of this build, June 22nd to June 30th. Now, I'm going to also propose a live stream of the game sometime between June 25th and July 4th. Alright, so right now if you are thinking of checking out the live stream for the game, it's between June 25th to July 4th, and for the release of the build sometime between June 22nd to June 30th. Now I'm working on a couple of things that I want to talk about. I'm going to be talking about later. One of the things I'm going to be working on in the very near future I'm going to be focusing on the title screen. I'm also going to be focusing on the fonts, and I'm going to be focusing on the balancing out some of the items, weapons, and armor before I release it. Now, what else can you expect update wise? I'm going to be updating the website for transparency in terms of weapons, armors, and all that good stuff, including skills and all that good stuff as well. So that's what you guys can expect within the next couple of weeks. Now, when is the first main game build? That one will not be possibly until December. Possible until December. All right. So make sure you guys check that out until when we get there. All right, that's it for now. Check out my Twitch channel for game streaming as well, and my game YouTube channel as well, guys. So make sure you guys enjoy. Feel free to subscribe to the game development channel as well for more updates like this one. That's all for now. We'll see you guys soon.